Was that tipping point for you though, B, when you realized that y'all had made it and it wasn't no turning back to regular life?
Man, it's one thing I identify with what my brother said is it is scary. You know what I mean? Once you start taking care of your whole family, you know, once you start paying bills that you ain't had nothing to do with making and all those types of things, you don't. I mean, it's a responsibility, but it's one that you want.
Yeah.
You want to be able to take care of your mama. You want to be able to make sure that your kids got the things that they want and need. You know what I mean? Yeah. You want to be able to make sure even some of your partners can experience life that, you know, without you, they won't experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So one thing it does make you a bit, you know, it takes you back a little bit just because you know that just like it came, it can be gone. You know what I mean? And when you make some of the decisions that we did make, it's a blessing that it wasn't just stripped right away at different points in our career, you know what I'm saying?
When Gotta Be hit, man, and that was one of the first songs that y'all wrote to go all the way up through there. How did you feel knowing that y'all had the skills to pay the bills at that time?
Man, we always kind of felt like we did. But when you see that happening and you see, so the way things would work back then especially is your song, as it became a big song, it would take over city by city, right? So we would go to Houston, it's #1 in Houston this day. We go to DC, it's #1 in DC, right? You go to Chicago, it's #1 in Chicago. So you would see it really trickle itself throughout the nation, you know what I'm saying? So each time, like, you get your first couple of cities or states even, and you're like, wow. But as it keeps happening, you're like, it's something to this, you know what I mean? Like, maybe people really and with us, we didn't have no money on our record. Like our reps told us, like, because, you know, our first video was a song called The Way You Talk. And we love Jermaine, but Jermaine believed in us so strongly that he went all the way out. Like it was like a $400,000 video for an act on their first video. That's, you know what I mean?
A lot of money.
It ate up a budget too.
Yeah.
Because like if the song would have popped, it would have brought that money back, but it didn't pop. So now I remember our one of the heads of the label, Bart Phillips. I love Bart to this day, good dude. But he brought us in the office and he said, hey, man, he said, if Gotta Be don't work, ain't no more Jagged Edge. I mean, but I respect, when you in this game and people sugarcoat and dance around shit, we always respected that he kept it that real with us. You know what I'm saying? He was like, if this don't work, ain't no more Jagged Edge. So we would go city to city and we would be with our reps and we would see, you know, like Destiny Child, their record started to take off. And we just ask our reps, well, why is their record taking off? And we know people like our record. He's like, we had this certain rep. His name was John Green. I'm not even sure if John is still alive. I'm just because it's been that long. I haven't seen. You know, he was an older. I'm not even sure if he's still here with us. But he gave us a valuable piece of information. He said the reason y'all record ain't popping and they record's popping, it's no money on your record. And it's not just talking about payola, just saying, like, you know, to go into these cities, it takes money. It takes money to move 4 girls around or 4 guys. It takes money to put you up in a hotel. It takes money to even, you know, get certain venues to give you a chance to do a showcase. Whatever it is, it takes money. So he's like, ain't no money on y'all record. So what happened with us is they put up, we shot this video for Gotta Be. And I remember us fighting for the outfits and everything because we said, we felt like this. The Way You Talk was not a great representation of us. You had us all suited up, and that wasn't us, right? So we got to be was like, look, if we're gonna go out, we're gonna go out on our shield. We're gonna go out the way we want to do it. So we fought them tooth and nail about even the fur coat, like, and it's crazy because to this day people still be, hey man, what a white fur coat's at, Jagged Edge? Like, you know what I'm saying? So the things we fought for, it worked to help us seal our own identity into people's minds. So then you would see this video that started out on, you know, what was the name of the show at that point in time? The Quiet Storm BET show, Slow Jam. It would start on the Slow Jam show every night. And for you know it, now you're hearing the slow jams on V, now you're hearing the slow jams on other stations, and you know what I'm saying? So it trickled its way, you know what I'm saying? It trickled its way down because people was actually really, they was calling in for this record. There was no money for this record to succeed. People started saying, hey man, I need to hear that Jagged Edge record. and so without the fans, we literally would not be here, you know what I'm saying?